The hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. The hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. I am getting set up, so if you could just be patient for a second here as I just get the chat open. Everything else is good to go. I just need to get the chat open, and then we can start chilling. Because tonight will definitely be a nice chill stream of Starfield, which should be fun. Last time around, I actually started a new quest line that has been pretty good. The UC Vanguard quest line, which is not kind of typically what the rest of the game has been up to now. It's a little intriguing, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Coming off a Mortal Kombat 1 stream, I'm going to be honest with everybody, was not very good. I hate to say it, after having played Street Fighter 4 now for about 4 months. Street Fighter 4, wow. After having played Street Fighter 6 for about 4 months now. Playing that game literally felt like, how can I say? So imagine you're going to like a dance recital. And there's like these high-level professional dancers there doing, you know, these crazy pirouettes and very articulated artistic moves. You can tell that these are like professionals of the craft who've studied for decades to do what they're doing, and you really appreciate the artistic side of it, right? Then imagine you go to like a children's dance party where there's a bunch of kids hopped up on like sugar, and they're just like running around flailing their arms above their heads like this, like that. Oh, and they're hopping around, right? I mean, that's literally the comparison that I have right now between Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1. It's like Street Fighter 6 is complex. It's got levels of how can I even say? There's just so much to it. And you play Mortal Kombat 1, and it's like the most basic, boring, unbalanced nonsense. Where every, you know, oh, let me fight Baraka. Oop, on fight, Baraka walked forward and hit me. And immediately went into a 56% combo. Oops. Oh, sorry, I accidentally, you know, got hit. Oh, look. He's hitting me again. Well, let me do the combo break. Oh, you can only do a combo break once a game. So, now you're fucked if you get hit one more time. That's the whole end of the game. Oh, okay. And you got Raiden, who's like, I will kick low, or I will hit you mid or high, and if anything hits you, immediately go into the electric grab, which then becomes a 60 to 80% combo with a cameo comboed in there. And it's like, wait, so what is this game? You know? And if you guys remember, earlier, early last year, the King of Fighters 15 released. And I was messing around with it and everything. And then when I went to play online, literally the entire online experience I had was people doing run, little hop, one hit, and after the one hit, a giant combo, giant combo, giant combo. It never would end. And then it would be like, oh, that's it. You can't come back. That's the whole game. And I was like, well, that's not fun. So here we are a year and a half later, and Mortal Kombat 1 comes out, and that's literally the same game. Like, did they not fucking learn from the last 15 years of game development that you can't release the same game 4 times in a row? It's the same shit. It's like Street Fighter 6 completely changed everything. They changed the entire game from the ground up with new gameplay elements, all kinds of devices, all kinds of tools. You have to learn all this complex stuff to be really good at it. Mortal Kombat, you can literally just like mash patterns and win because there's nothing else to the game. Like they didn't even put anything in the game to stop the patterns. It's just guess high, low, block, and then get hit, and that's the end of the game. It was really bad. And on top of that, the connections were atrocious compared to Street Fighter 6. The best connection I had again today was around 50 milliseconds. I never saw a match under 50. With Street Fighter, I frequently get matches anywhere from the teens upwards of 30 to 50 milliseconds. Yes, I get matches higher than that, but the best connection they could give me was 50 milliseconds. And some frequently above 100 milliseconds. And by the way, you can't decline the 100 plus millisecond match in ranked or you will get penalized. Why even have a ready up system? Why have a ready up system in a game with online play if you can't back out? It'll penalize you. And then it crashed twice in the middle of a set. Right in the middle of a ranked set, the game just crashed. I had to completely, restart. So it's a piece of shit. I hate to say it. It's just not good compared to Street Fighter 6. And I think, like I was explaining to the audience earlier, the reason why we can see how bad Mortal Kombat 1 is today, but not previous Mortal Kombats of the last 15 years, is because now we have a direct comparison. Street Fighter 6 is that damn good. So when the other games are not improving but staying at the level they were at, but Street Fighter 6 has improved dramatically, you see that comparison and you're like, okay, now I understand. Street Fighter 6 so much better. This game way back down there where we're, you know, that's a game that feels like it's 7-8 years outdated. Anyway, I'm disappointed. I spent a lot of money on Mortal Kombat 1. I was expecting to get some longevity out of it. I've literally bought the first season pass so I get all the DLC characters, and the game is terrible. Like, I really don't feel like playing it again. I'm being honest. Like, I'm going to see what people say, like, feedback on that first, that first session, but I honestly don't foresee a reason to go back when I could continue to play Street Fighter 6 at a much better level and enjoy it, and it's a better game, and people seem to like it. I don't know why I would play Mortal Kombat 1 again. It's just, it's really inferior, you know? It's like kiddie leagues. It's like go-karting versus F1 racing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Let's see what people have to say, but I'm just pissed that I spent as much money as I did on it. I feel like that was a complete waste. But tonight we're not doing that. Tonight we get to unwind and relax with Starfield, so I hope you guys are ready to relax with me. How's everyone doing? By the way, Mr. Game Master already had a super chat here and said, playing Ghostwire Tokyo on Game Pass, it's good. I would say Ghostwire Tokyo, all right? The first half of the game is great. The third, fourth of the game is all right, and the ending is a little boring. Only because by the time you get near the end of the last third of the game has shown you everything it has. You're going to see, as you're getting the abilities, like you get the different elemental abilities and things, it's really fun. But then sadly, at one point, you're going to hit a wall and be like, oh, what's next? There's nothing next. You have everything. And now you just have to go through a bunch of grindingness to kind of finish the game. So I think that's what happened. It felt like they kind of ran out of ideas halfway into the game. But you'll see, and there is some really optional content in the game that's also good. And don't feel bad if you're playing it on Game Pass. You're like, oh, should I not finish it? No. Finish it. It's worth it. The ending is all right. You know, it's worth finishing and getting through. But I think a lot of people were expecting more from the makers of The Evil Within. They were like, what is this? This is nothing like what we were expecting from those game developers. And they were shocked, and the game didn't do so well because of that. But I think it's a fine game. How was dinner? It was good. It was a Italian dinner. It was fettuccine with turkey meat, like ground turkey seasoned with a Sicilian seasoning mix, a spicy marinara sauce, some Parmesan cheese, and something else. Oh, it had big chunks of tomato in it. Big chunks of Italian-style tomatoes mixed it together and baked in the oven, and we had that for dinner. It was good. Cybers TV here. Street Fighter is way better in my opinion. It sucks because you spent so much money and time into Mortal Kombat 1, but Street Fighter is much more entertaining and worth your while for your time. I have to agree with you. Like, Street Fighter is way harder to play, way more complex, and I've put 4 months into it, and I really like it, and I'm pretty good at it. So, it's like a choice of, do I want to take less time and basically get worse at Street Fighter by getting rusty to put time into a game that obviously is not very good. It's obviously very basic, and I'll be honest, I'm bored with it. You know, I played it with Raiden, I played it with Sindel, and after the 2 sessions, I'm like, even the matches, here's the true sign of a game is good or not. Even the matches I won, when I finished the matches and beat the person in a resounding way, I was bored. That's not good. In Street Fighter 6, when I have a great match, it's a close match, and I eke out the win, or even when I get a dominating win, I feel good about it. I feel like, oh, that's excellent. We're working towards a goal. It's exciting. In that game, it's like, I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it at all. Like, I was like, what am I doing? Right? Anyway. So, guys, tonight, as you chill with me in Starfield, remember, it's an interactive stream. If you guys want to chat, I am ready to hang out with all of you. All right, that's really what the Starfield streams are about. It's a lot of interaction and chill while we're playing through this awesome RPG. This is the kind of game that definitely allows me to do that, much like when I played Oblivion or when I played the Fallout games. It's kind of the same thing. So I hope that you'll chill with me, and please support the stream tonight if you can. This is the first night we're playing Starfield on a late stream. I would hope that people will show up and support it like they did when it was a daytime stream. You know, our goals for the week are 650 members, and sadly, we've gone nowhere but backwards, okay? We started off the week with like 608, and now we're down to 580 something, or is it 590 something? 593? Yeah, I'm sure, you know, we got to get back on pace here. I would hope that if you are enjoying the gameplay I'm putting out, that you would possibly become a member or maybe give some memberships to the community this week would be a great way to help. The other goal I have is I'm trying to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream this week. Just tier 1, that's what I'm looking for. If we have a day where I do like way better on one stream, then it's all good because it evens out. But that is my goal. So tonight, again, if you're enjoying Starfield and the chill vibes, if you could tip me tonight, that would also be exceptionally cool of you. Thank you in advance. Speaking of which, we got I Suck Toes who did a super chat. He says, let's see Space Toes. I wasn't aware of any toes. I don't think there's been any toes in this game as of yet. But I guess you're all about the toes, huh? You like sucking them? You like getting that toe jam in there? Oh, it's delicious, I heard. Very nice. So I Suck Toes. Congrats. Thank you for that. Jade says, I played Mortal Kombat 1. I did all the tower endings. I leveled up all characters to 14. I'm done. You're done? Jade is a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, and he's already done with MK1 a week and a half in. Wow. Wow. Canadian Kirk has done the first tip of the night. It is a $12.50 tip. Thank you to Canadian Kirk. Let's see what he has to say here as I get him up on the leaderboard. Let's see. So, he says... Hold on. Have you seen Mighty Ducks 2 before? I've seen a lot of grown professional athletes of different sports and different backgrounds wear Mighty Ducks jerseys unironically. Does that speak to how good the movie is? I only remember the first movie. I don't remember Mighty Ducks 2. I probably saw it. I bet you I did at some point. But I only remember the very first one. But no, I think a lot of people grew up with the movies. And wasn't there a TV series at one point too? I swear there was. That's probably what it is. They grew up with them, and so it has like a nostalgia factor for them. So they like it, you know. I received another tip. A $15 tip. This one is from an anonymous tipper. All right, well, thank you, whoever this is. There's no name attached to that one. So thank you for a $15 tip. That is very nice of you. Before we even started, thank you so much. Sorry, Canadian Kirk, we got to bump you off the leaderboard, even though I just put you on. Someone has topped you. So there you go. Cool. Okay. I think it's time for us to jump in and continue with this quest line that was very interesting last time around. So let's get it going, shall we? This whole thing is all tied up again. God damn it. Here we go. There. This thing was all tied up on the joystick. Okay, that's better. There we go. I have to press the any button. Which one's the any button on here? The A? A is for any, correct. Okay. Jade, so I don't know what you mean. He says, I mean, where all tower endings level up characters 14. I done MK1. Sorry. Are you saying you did that? That you got all the tower endings with the characters and you got them all to level 14? Or are you saying that's when you think the game is done? I don't understand what you mean. I would say, if you played the game with all the characters, you got them up to level 14, and you beat their towers, so you saw their, like, arcade-style endings, that would be a logical place to end, except unless you want to keep playing Invasion, right? Now, if you're someone who wants to learn the game multiplayer-wise, that's a whole other bag of worms, and that's what I mean. Like, after playing that today, I was like, I didn't like it at all compared to Street Fighter. I was very disappointed. So, Okay. Oh, now we got an idiot insulting Jade, so fuck you. Goodbye. Goodbye, sock account, by the way. Okay. Where do I think the game ranks among other Bethesda games? Man, that's hard to say. I really need to keep playing because I'm about 30 hours in, and usually these Bethesda games are around anywhere from 60 to 80 hours. I feel like maybe we're halfway through, maybe? Like honestly, maybe? I want to keep going before I make any judgments. You know my favorites are like New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, and probably Skyrim. So I'd have to see if this would rank up there or not, but we have to keep going. Okay. Jay, you didn't hit that yet? That's what you're going for? I would say that's a good way to judge. If you take every character, you beat their arcade tower, so you see their ending, and you get them all up to like level 14, so you unlock all of their like moves and stuff, that would be a good place to say, okay, I mastered the game single player wise. And then I guess, again, I don't know how long invasion mode is. So, depending on how long that mode is, maybe you get through that. But I've heard that it's not, that they're going to keep changing Invasion and adding more content to it or something. Alright, anyway, let's get into Starfield. That's what we're here for. Here we go. Alrighty, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone?
Typically helps me more than anything.